Who's the hottest president?
I'm not.
What? Excuse me?
Well, if you ask anyone else, they would obviously say John F. Kennedy.
Who?
Everyone. Well, people loved John.
I'd like
They
to
looked
meet-
at John and they're like, oh.
Why is that your first question?
Because I'm
Who's
trying
the
to...
hottest president?
Look,
He's
guys,
trying to segue into JFK.
Yeah, it was a segue, and you ruined it.
Great job, Connor.
Gosh.
Okay.
Well, John, he was doing good, right? He was on his way in his motorcade, just going down Texas. He's like waving at people. He's like, I'm gonna put the top down on my motorcade because I feel safe here.
He was a man of the people.
But he wasn't safe there, and he died. He got shot in the head by, allegedly, Lee Harvey Oswald. That's what people say. He was the lone gunman. That is the official report. Lee Harvey Oswald was later assassinated by a supporter of John F. Kennedy, and he died as well. But is that the true story? Some say no.
I don't think so.
Option number one, it was the CIA, guys. This comes to us from USA Today. Thank you, USA Today. Love the stuff they put out there. The Central Intelligence Agency may have played a role in his death, guys. The motive? The CIA was upset about the changes being made with the agency after the failed Bay of Pigs invasion. The CIA
Amidst the Cuban Missile Crisis, right? Wasn't that in that area?
Yep.
Yeah,
that was
around
around
that time. They tried to invade Cuba, and then they were caught. What was not a good look for Kennedy. The CIA also did not want Kennedy to discharge CIA agents from disagreeing with them. Other theories pin the assassination on a rogue cell of the CIA, or maybe just someone who didn't like Kennedy. You always got those guys out there. When you got a gun, you got some power, you can shoot the president if you want, apparently. Number two, the Mafia. Connor, what are your thoughts on the Mafia?
You're asking an Italian about his thoughts on the Mafia.
The Mafia is a, I don't know, it's...
Anyway,
they kill people.
One theory asserts that the mob was angry at his brother, Robert Kennedy, who was Attorney General at this time, guys. The Kennedys have a lot of power. Wow. To crack down on organized crime. He was cracking down on the mob, guys. The mob's like, you can't do that. We're going to murder your brother. Another theory says that the Mafia was working with anti-Fidel Castro exile groups that were trying to take down Kennedy. So maybe the mob was working with the Cubans over there. Who knows? I do. Number three, the Soviets. Guys, this is the Cold War. The Russians want the president dead. The Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962 gave the Soviet Security Agency, the KGB, very good reasons not to like Kennedy. A version of the theory also suggests that Oswald, an ex-Marine who tried to defect the Soviet Union in the late 50s, was acting as a KGB operative. So maybe Oswald was linked with the KGB. I think that's probably one of the most plausible, because it's not someone else shooting Kennedy. It's still Oswald shooting Kennedy, but maybe he has a different motive.
I feel like all the government conspiracies are pretty feasible, because I feel like they'd know the best way to cover up a conspiracy like that.
Good. Number four, Lyndon Johnson. Uh-oh.
Is that Italian nice?
Author Craig Zierbel argues that Vice President Lyndon Johnson, who would later become president after Kennedy was assassinated, was motivated by political gain to organize Kennedy's assassination. Kennedy and Johnson had many political differences and personal issues. Maybe. If you were vice president, would you assassinate the president so you were president?
No.
Would you even think about it?
No.
Okay. Yes, you would.
Depends. Did he beat me in an intramural game of basketball?
Maybe. Theory number five, two shooters. Guys, there's two of them. The idea that there could have been a second shooter has been discussed in intellectual circles, such as this one. Some believe that the shooter was hiding on a grassy knoll behind the picket fence that was located to the right of John's vehicle. Oswald could have fired a first shot, and the second shooter could have fired the second shot.
It's also the magic bullet theory as well.
Last theory. The debunked Umbrella Man. Well, that is not a theory.
I saw that. The Umbrella Man.
Bill O'Reilly, reported for WFSB that a man fired a dart from the tip of his umbrella. Under my umbrella.
Okay,
At
moving on.
JFK.
Stop watching the show.
Theorists believe Umbrella Man shot Kennedy in the neck.
Okay.
Just the delivery was a little.
That reminds me of you ever seen the old Batman cartoons where Penguin's like firing from his umbrella? He's like pew pew.
Wait, you're saying he fired a bullet out of an umbrella?
That is what Bill O'Reilly said.
That'd be cool.
So there we go.
Is it waterproof though?
Well, it's an umbrella.
Okay, all right.
Why
Making
wouldn't
sure
it
the
be waterproof?
functionality of the umbrella. Okay.
Well, there you have it. There's 6 different reasonings of conspiracies of how John F. Kennedy, our 35th president, died.
There's also the magic bullet theory.
Connor, why don't you discuss
Explain the magic bullet theory.
The magic bullet theory is pretty much this. They proved it was not possible, but
Then it's not a theory.
it was for a long time.
Explain what it was and how it was debunked.
Basically, the bullet was able to move and like with
There's a magic bullet.
with a one bullet theory. It was meant that the bullet went through like his neck and like his hand, and the hand like made it bounce off to the other guy that got shot, and just the bullet started moving in the body, which is just not possible. I tested
Seems
it
to
out.
defy the laws of physics.
That's why it's not possible.
Connor does have a 62 in physics.
I have an 85 in physics.